and Leonard just cut to the basket. Great feed. Defense didn't react well, but great offensive feed. Oh, was that beautiful. There's that dribble weave that TCU likes to run, and then they'll usually screen on the ball or cut somebody right down the lane. That's a little quick one. Oh, hello. The ball.
Roberson left all by his lonesome, and there's another three for the X-Man.
And he goes with the left hand off the backboard.
They went deep for Waddell. See if TCU can put back-to-back buckets together here.
Well, you see Wyoming in that 2-3 zone. TCU will probe. You've got to attack gaps. You have to have ball movement. And there's the penetration to the middle of the paint and the kick out for the open shot.
Roberson hits the three.
Have replaced Bullion and Mitchum. Moss with the basketball over to Roberson, right wing with it to Ruskas. Ruskas back over to Moss, top of the key. Left side swings it over to Cherna. Cherna back to the right side. Roberson open for three, nailed it. He was left all alone and able to drain it. It's 22.
Guys in purple.
That's a great point, James. BYU, one of the few teams in the league, maybe the only team in the league, whose 10-man rotation has not been cut down once league play starts.
And there's the freshman. And down to Noah Hartsock. Bad pass intercepted by Roberson. 2 more points for the freshman. Oklahoma 6A Player of the Year as a senior. And got away with a little push in the back. Won't matter, though, because here comes Tuffy. Roberson, quick 3 try.
Hey! Whoa, that's a great horse shot.
And Ruskas tracks it down.
Good pass by Hardeman there. His guy was open. Dennis in the corner for a wide open shot. Didn't knock it down.
TCU's shooting is in the deep freeze. Now, three-pointer, Mitchum on the miss, but the follow, and the Horned Frog basket.
This game could go to the last possession, transition right into that ball game. The only thing you have to pick up is your nachos.
Or whatever you're in the mood for, and there's a good, strong.
Like that to Los Angeles. One reason we're seeing UNLV return to glory. Moss. Three-pointer goes, and a whistle. Painted on the floor in 1986. Actually, their streak goes prior to that because their old conference experimented with the three-point rule before the NCAA adopted it. That's one of the reasons their streak is so long. Moss leads it in the corner for Roberson, and he hits his second three.
I talked to Coach a little bit today about Coach Christian, and he thinks he's got a bright, bright future for them.
So the Horned Frogs, it's been their first half. They started fast and haven't slowed off much at all.
Now, see, they're getting the ball in that high post a little bit closer than they were early.
And Roberson. Now far wing for Mitchum, who drives, dishes low. For TCU, very unselfish with the basketball in this first half. There's a nice hard shot from the right side. Another miss, and TCU on the takeaway. And Roberson will launch for three. That one counts. And now the Horned Frog.
Against Big David Foster, 7'3", the big sophomore. And Cherna over to Roberson. Here we go in the Huntsman Center.
Cherna got up a little early on the jump there, which is pretty savvy for a big freshman.
It was a savvy freshman season for Tuffy Moss. And Roberson.
So the freshman Fitzgerald is on the board. Moss feeds it inside. They double, and he gets it right back. Roberson on the run, buries the three.
10th one. We went to his barber, and I had a mohawk with TCU cutting the side.
Here's a big rebound for Mitchum as the Frogs work it. And Roberson. It's Roberson for the Red Raiders.
TCU, 7:15 to go in the first half. Moss has a basketball on the high right, swings it behind him now to Roberson. Back over to Moss on the right, gets a high pick from Cherna. Left corner finds Roberson. Roberson shut off, hits Moss on the left wing. Top of the key, Ruskas. Right corner to Butler. Butler skips it over the left side, able to find Moss. Inside now to Ruskas, and his lay-in is good. Got it over.
They lob low inside. Perry will turn and spin and miss. And maybe it could have been foul call, but the officials let it go. And TCU with Moss driving the kick out. Now they go in the corner. Roberson will drive. And a nice feed down low. An easy TCU hoop.
Tuffy with the steal. Great job of keeping it in bounds. And he'll pull up and set up the offense. Here under 2:30 to play in the first half. 39-27 our score. The Horned Frogs looking to move to 6-3 tonight. And really the only game that they weren't in, that Louisiana Tech game. Those other two losses really felt like one play away from getting a win late. And a nice feed, freshman to freshman.
Time to take a decent shot.
DJ Gay has done a great job. Remember, that was a big question mark for this Aztec squad. How will he do in replacing Richie Williams, who was so great both offensively and defensively last year? Here's
Edvinus Ruskas, the third leading scorer for TCU, had not scored yet. That's not Kevin Butler's strength there, is shooting it in from the
battling strep and mono. He's not among the top scorers in conference play, but Willis 23. And he's 7 points better than Malcolm Thomas of San Diego State in conference games.
And we're talking about a guy who averages 27 minutes a game.
Makes the most of
we've been talking about that. His numbers compare with anyone. He's quarterbacking
you know, a top 4 football team in the country. Nobody even talks about it. He just quietly goes about his business and gets it done. Nothing quiet about from H-Town, Houston, Texas.
You know, that was a bad pass by Hardsock out of the post, but Fredette, for as good a player as he is, should have improved that passing angle and came down the baseline and gave Hardsock a better angle to get the ball out of there.
Jimmer tries to draw the foul. Offensive board.
He gets both feet up under him. He elevates. He gets his eye on the basket. He gets great follow through. He's dead center on most of his shots.
Roberson's jumper goes.
He may be the answer on the perimeter. He's got
points.
Maybe so, but this is not one of his more proud moments.
Xavier Roberson with a 3.
Three.
Anxious to run. Both of these teams would like to get out in transition and get to the rim.
Little handoff, and that was a nice play there as he was way off. 17-16, South Alabama looking to add to its lead. From the wing, and that is up and in. He was playing pretty assertively from behind. They didn't blow the whistle on him. Instead, they'll award the ball to South Alabama. They trigger it in.